So your homework was questions 1, 2 and 4 of the photos I sent you. So they were out of the first year book. Okay, we'll be back to the second year book today. Okay, so if you correct your own there, okay, I'll go through question 1 there. Okay, so question 1, very quickly, A is 2, 2. B is 3, 3. C is 5, 3. D is 5, 1. E is 3, 1. Right? F is minus 2, 3. G is minus 4, 2. H is minus 3, 1. I is minus 4, minus 1. K is minus 3, minus 2. J is minus 2, minus 1. L is 3 minus 1, N is 1 minus 2, and M is 4 minus 3. Okay, the last two I read them backwards, so I read N first before I read N. Okay.
Miss Enright?
Yes?
Can you please call out J again, because I missed it.
J is, wait, and I find J is minus 2, minus 1.
Thank you.
Does anyone want any other one? Right, did anyone get any of those wrong? Okay, they want some help with? Okay, right, number 2 then. So number 2 then was draw. Okay, so I've drawn out number 2, so you can just have a quick look and correct your own. So A is here, B is here. Just have a quick look. C, D, E is on the line here. F, G, and H. Okay, so have a quick correct of your own to see does your picture, your diagram look like that. Right, are we good? I take it away. And the last one you had then was number 4. Okay, using the figures, write the coordinates of these 2 points in the first quadrant. So remember, the first quadrant is this one, right? Then we go anti-clockwise for this first, second, third, fourth. Okay, so 2 points in the first quadrant would be A and B, 5, 2 and 2, 4. Right? 2 points in the third quadrant are J and G. So J is minus 4, minus 2, and G is minus 2, minus 3. 2 points in the fourth quadrant. This is the fourth quadrant, so it's L and H. So L is 2 minus 1, H is 4 minus 1. 2 points on the x-axis. Remember, the x-axis is going to the horizontal axis. So the 2 points are F and I. So F is minus 3, 0, and I is 4, 0. And 2 points on the y-axis are C and K. C is 0, 1, and K is 0, minus 2. Okay, is that alright? Was there any problems with any of those? Okay, take that as a no. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about today is the midpoint, girls. Okay, so this is for your notes copy, so you can be jotting this down and I'll be talking. Hazel, I think you came in there, will you check your channel there? I sent you a message, right? Don't check it now, check it afterwards, and you have to send me something also, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Miss said, or what does it say at the top?
It says midpoint. I've just spotted it's half rubbed out. Midpoint, M-I-D-P-O-I-N-T. Midpoint of a line segment.
This in our copies.
Yes, this is for your notes copy, yes. So basically we have a line segment. A line segment is a bit of a line, right? So it's a line that starts at A and finishes at B, right? Okay. And the midpoint then, so I drew A and B just to give you a look on a diagram what I'm talking about. So draw A, draw B, draw a line that joins the two of them, and then the midpoint, girls, is the point that's halfway along that line. So A is the point 21, B is the point 65, and the midpoint, the point that's halfway between A and B is the point 43. So the midpoint means exactly what it says it means. Mid means halfway. So halfway between A and B, what's the point that's halfway between A and B? Okay? So a midpoint is what's the point that's halfway between A and B. So they'll tell you A, and they'll tell you B, and they'll say what point is halfway. So you can draw it out, right, and you could read it off your diagram. But there's a disadvantage to that. A, it takes ages. B, your diagram has to be 100% accurate, right? It nearly has to be computer accurate. That's how accurate your diagram has to be to read the midpoint off the diagram. Okay, so we have another way, right? We have another way to do it, and it's using a formula. Okay, so we have another way to do the midpoint, and it's using a formula. Okay, which I will show you on the next page. They're all rubbed out. Sorry. Okay, are we good? Is it all down? Say no if you're not ready yet.
No.
Yeah, I'll wait. Okay, are we ready? Right, okay, the midpoint formula is here. Now you don't need to learn the formulas because all the formulas that you need will be given to you in a formula and tables book, okay, which you got in your math pack, but we'll talk about later. But you'll find this formula in there, so you don't need to learn it, we just need to learn how to use it. Okay, so it's x1 plus x2 over 2, comma, y1 plus y2 over 2. So, and we call the midpoint the capital M. Capital M for midpoint. Capital, very important. We'll see why later. Okay, so capital M, and it's x1 plus x2 over 2, comma, y1 plus y2 over 2. Now it's midpoint, so your answer is going to be a point. The same way 2-1 is a point, 6-5 is a point, okay? And you may notice these are the ones I used on the diagram, okay? But I want to do it using the formula, okay? Okay, so what we do is we take one end of the line, which is 2, 1. And we take the other end of the line, which is 6, 5. Now, this is the x coordinate, isn't it? And this is the y coordinate, would you agree? And this is the x coordinate, and this is the y coordinate. X and y always go together, they're couples, they're a couple, so you can't split up a couple, so x and y go together, right? This is point number 1, so I'm going to put this x1 is 1, x1, y1, and this point number 2, x2, y2. Now what if you got mixed up and called this 1 and this 2, you'd get the exact same answer. It doesn't matter which one you call 1 and which one you call 2, as long as 1's are together and 2's are together. So x1, y1, x2, y2. So x1 is the number 2. y1 is the number 1. x2 is the number 6. y2 is the number 5. Okay? So basically I put x1, y1, x2, y2, and they all stand for numbers. Okay? So then I write my formula. Always write your formula before you fill it in. So x1 plus x2 over 2, comma, y1 plus y2 over 2. Close bracket. Okay? Is that right? So then you fill in. So you fill in there. So I'm going to open my bracket. Now instead of x1, I'm going to write the number 2. Right? Then I'm going to write a plus sign. Instead of x2, I'm going to write the number 6. And I'm going to put that all over 2. And then I'm going to put a comma. The next one I'm going to put y1. So instead of y1, I'm going to write the number 1. Instead of y2, I'm going to write the number 5, and I'm going to put all that over 2. Okay? Then, this is 2 plus 6 divided by 2. Right? Okay, so you can do it in your calculator if you press the fraction button, and on top do 2 plus 6, underneath do 2 and press equals. But all it is 2 plus 6 is 8. And 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay, but you can use your calculator to do it. Over here, I have 1 plus 5 on top. What's 1 plus 5? 6, isn't it? And 6 divided by 2 is what? 3. So the midpoint, the point that's halfway between 2, 1 and 6, 5 is 4, 3. And that's what we saw off the diagram. Okay, but sometimes it's not convenient to draw a diagram, okay? Or your diagram has to be really accurate in order to get the right answer. So we can get this I got the same answer using this formula, okay? Okay, you can write that down. And then I have a second example. Hazel, will you put on your camera, please? Alva, will you put on your camera? Who's that in under Galaxy tab A? Who's that?
That's mine.
Who's that? Queeve, is it? No. Tell me your name, I don't recognize the voice, sorry.
Jennifer.
Jennifer, apologies Jennifer, that's fine. Have you a camera?
Yeah.
Please. Okay. Right, are we ready for example 2?
Yeah.
Can I take this away? Right, example 2, so is, sorry, someone wasn't ready?
Yeah, I'll take it down.
That's because you went away, Katie, Emma. I saw that, yes, I did.
Until I start the class because I had to switch over to my laptop. That's it.
Alright, okay, that's fine. Write it down so now, it's fine.
I'm done now.
Okay, everyone okay? For example 2. So example 2 is find the midpoint of the line. Oh, sorry, that should be there. Find the midpoint of the line segment. Joining minus 3, 4 to 1, 2. Okay, so you take a point minus 3, 4 and you take the point 1, 2 and you label, they're both a happy couple, so they're both XY and XY, and this is couple number 1, so X1, Y1, and this is couple number 2, X2, Y2. Okay? And it doesn't matter which one you call 1 and which one you call 2. Okay? You'll get the same answer no matter what. Okay? So, then you write down your formula, which is X1 plus X2 over 2, comma, Y1 plus Y2 over 2. Okay? Then you fill in. So instead of X1, I know X1 is minus 3. Then I have a plus sign. And it's important to bring the minus, really important to take into account the minus. Then we have X2, which is 1 all over 2, comma, Y1 is 4, plus Y2 is 2, and that's all over 2 again. Okay? Because what's the over 2? We're getting the point that's halfway. So how do you get half? You divide by 2. That's where the divide by 2 comes in. Right? Okay. I suggest doing this in the calculator. But minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 divided by 2 is minus 1. So I'm just presuming you're doing them on the calculator. Okay? And over here then cancel that off and do this one, press the fraction button, plus 4 plus 2 on top, 2 on the bottom, and you'll get 3. Okay, so this is the midpoint, the point that's halfway between this and this. Okay? I have one more, yes?
Whenever I do that with the 2 on the bottom, it says error.
Right, what are you typing in? Right, no brackets or anything, no?
No.
Right, okay, can I, will we do minus 3 plus 1 over 2? So if people are still writing, just bear with me for a minute. Okay, well now I went a bit too big there. Okay, so press the fraction button first.
Yeah.
Right, okay, is my fraction? It is. Right, then minus 3. Right, okay, now minus 3, girls, use the small minus for if you're putting it in before a number, it's a small minus. Okay, so minus 3, right, plus 1, and then use the down arrow to get underneath the line, and put a 2 underneath the line, and then press equals, and you should get minus 1. Okay, right, then cancel it off, right, press it again, and the other one is 4 plus 2 on top, 4 plus 2 on top. Use the down arrow to get underneath the line, press in a 2 there, and you press equals, and you get 3. Okay? Was that you, Katie, Emma, that was asking me that? Is it okay?
No, that was me. Yeah, that's fine.
It was Sophie, but I have my hand up because Kate said that her Wi-Fi's been down like nearly all week, and like she's been missing classes.
Right, okay, yeah, will you just send her a message saying I'm recording the class and she'll be able to watch it on YouTube there afterwards, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Right, okay, are we all good there? Okay. Sophie, that was you, are you okay, so? Sorry, I don't recognize the voices when they just come at me. Right, okay, I need a face. Hopefully we'll have a face soon to go. We'll be back at school. Please God. Now, right, okay, example 3. Can I go? Scream if you can't. Going, creeping in. Right, gone. Right, example 3, so this is the last one I'm doing today. So it's 2 minus 3 and 4. So find the midpoint of the line segment joining 4 minus 3 and 2 minus 3. Okay, so you take your 2 points, 4 minus 3, and the other one 2 minus 3, right? X and Y are a couple, so couple, and there's another couple, and the 1's go together, and the 2's go together. Okay, so x1, y1, x2, y2, and this will always, there's a few formulas we'll be going through, that's always going to be the first step. Write out your points and put an x1, y1, x2, y2 over them. Right, okay, then you always write your formula x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2 in brackets, and then you fill it in. Always write your formula without filling it in, and then fill it in the next line. So x1 is 4, then I have a plus sign. Then I have x2 is 2, all over 2, then I have a comma. Then I have y1 is minus 3, right, then I have a plus sign. Then I have y2, which is also minus 3, all over 2. Now, I have ended up with a plus minus there in the middle. The plus is the one from the formula, and the minus is part of y2. But a plus minus, right, what the hell is a plus minus? So a plus multiplied by a minus is a minus. So a plus minus is a minus. Okay, remember, a plus by a plus is a plus, a minus by a minus is a plus by a minus is a minus, and a minus by a plus is a minus. Okay, so if you end up with plus plus, that's a plus. If you end up with minus minus, that's a plus. If you end up with a plus minus, that's minus, or a minus plus, that's minus. Okay, so in this case, I ended up with a plus. The plus came from the formula, and the minus is part of y2. So I ended up with a plus minus in the middle there, and that's, I can't do a plus minus. If you put it into a calculator as plus minus, you'll get an error message. Okay, right? So then into your calculator with that, 4 plus 2 over 2, which turns out to be 3, and in this one you do small minus 3, regular minus 3 over 2. So if it's in the middle, it's a regular minus. If it's at the start, it's a small minus. So that's minus 6 over 2, which is minus 3. So there's your midpoint, the point that's halfway between here and here. Okay? Right, when you have that down, your homework is, I should move it. It's in your own book, so it's not a photo, it's in your book. So homework is, page 498, numbers 4 to 9. Okay? So you can head off and get that started. Okay, so page 498, 4 to 9. So when you finish taking down the example, you can head off and get that started.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.